All right. Good morning, everybody. Do we got CLXT today? Looking pretty decent here, going from a bottom of 19 cents to a top here of 55 cents. So we have over 100% gains throughout the day. It's looking pretty good. It's holding above VWAP right now. We might see this a little more bullish on market open. CYAD here had a nice run up going from about $1.02 all the way up to 384. So, well over 100% there, but it looks like it's climbed back down to the bottom at 134 here. So, I mean, relatively speaking, that's not a huge jump from $1 to 134. So, I mean, hopefully we see this pick back up. We know it's got a lot of room to climb, so we just need to, I guess, give it some time and see what happens with that one. DCFC is also looking pretty good. This one's at least remaining a little bit more bullish, going from about $1.56 here to a high of 229. Maybe bouncing off that VWAP right there, pretty clean. Hopefully it holds on open. GNS looking pretty flat right now, but it's got a little bit of movement here, going from 51 cents to 73. AIM kind of the same story, going from 64 to a high here of 90, so that's also looking all right. Price action's a little bit more spotty right now. And MGOL going from, closing yesterday around 480 there, and today its high is like $7. So hopefully this picks back up as well. So far we got a couple things looking okay. I like the way DCFC's looking right now. CLXT's not bad either. Syed's down pretty far, so I'm not really sure. I think GNS has a better opportunity, and then MGOL's maybe better than AIM. So we're opening up here. GNS, nice little spike. We could probably look to get in GNS. I'd like to say like 56 and a half, maybe 57, so we'll go 0.57. We'll go for 0.6, maybe 0.65, and then a 0.55 stop loss. So we're going to give it down to that 0.55 mark. Doesn't give us a whole lot of room here, but it should be enough. And this is GNS. Okay, DCFC is heading down. Might see a bounce off here. Could be coming down to that 200 on the 1 minute. I'm expecting a pretty hasty recovery from this one. Yeah, we should be hitting support anytime now, so I'm going to go ahead and start typing an alert for DCFC. Probably around $2, go for 240. Yeah, 230. We'll say 230. And then we'll go for a 190. Probably a 193 stop. So, I mean, we're going to say $2-ish because, of course, you're probably going to be able to get in a little lower. But that's where the support is. So that's where we will be kind of looking to bounce off of. So far it's holding nicely. CLXT holding as well. We've got a couple candles ranging from 51 down to 45. So we've got some pretty big candles here. I know they don't look huge, but they are. DCFC's back up to 205 here. GNS holding 60 cents. So if you got in at 57 cents on GNS and it goes up to 60 or 59, anywhere there's a good place to take some profit. We're just looking for that 1-to-1. DCFC, so, we gave this about 7 cents, so about, 207, 208, another good place to take profit. DCFC 208-ish. Okay. CLXT heading down, so we're down to VWAP here, 42 cents. I think this is our opportunity, so I'm going to try a CLXT trade here, 0.42. We'll go for maybe 0.50, and then a point for, yeah, we'll give it 0.40. We'll give it that 2 cents. I'm not really a huge fan of giving this 2 cents at this point, but you know what? It's okay, because we're already moving up. Can go ahead and take some profits, and we're at our 1-to-1. Say 0.44-ish, because you could hit 0.45. I apologize, Trade Tracker is still broken today, so it's probably not going to show much useful information, but the trades are being logged. We're down pretty good here on DCFC, hitting that 193 stop area. So we'll be stopping out on the remainder. DCFC, remainder. Nice recovery right off that 200 body, staying above the 196. It looks like a pretty good area to maybe try again. MGOL, nice spike there. Syed still dropping. GNS still holding on here, not by a lot, but it's still holding on. DCFC's back to 205. CLXT at 45, 46. You could take some more here if you took it 44. On CLXT. DCFC still sitting around that $2 mark, came back down to $2. BTCM's running. Let's take a look. Yeah, BTCM, nice little run there, going from 357 all the way up to $4. It's a pretty decent run. Back down quite a bit here. This could be a good opportunity. I'm going to take it to jump in. BTCM, 370. We're going to go for 440 and then a 3. Give it 355 for a stop loss. No, not 355. Yeah, let's go 355. I'd like to give it more. I don't think that'll happen, unfortunately. I don't have that kind of room. So I would have liked to have gotten it below. Does that look orange to you? That's why. Except actually meant that to be red, not yellow. Yeah, we're not going to get that room, I don't think. We're not going to be able to get that stop below the 200, which is fine. DCFC is back to 212 here, so I mean, hopefully you got back in somewhere in here. Syed might be coming back here. Doesn't look like a big run, but you know, we did bottom out here at $1.13 and we're at $1.24 here, so this is actually moving pretty nicely. CLXT's down pretty big after its move up to 46 cents, back down to 41, just touching 40 cents there, almost at the bottom of 40. Stop loss is going to be right there. So we got pretty close to that. GNS at the bottom here, stopping us out on the remainder. We could be looking for entry here, 54 cents around that support. Will it hold? I don't know. That MACD looks like it could go very far in either direction, so just have to wait and see, I guess. BTCM's touching down to 365, so anywhere here is going to be a good entry on BTCM. If you got in 365, we'll call that the entry there. I mean, 380 is going to be a good place to take at least a little bit of profit. You might even take a little bit before that, maybe 395 after that, right at the high there, and then maybe looking at like 410 for the next one. DCFC still going all the way up to 220. Literally just stopped us out, just tapped it, then started to run. So we're going to be looking for a re-entry here on DCFC. Probably back at that $2 area. We're going to give it a little bit more room this time. We're going to go for maybe 230 and then a 191 stop. So we're going to give it an extra 2 cents here just in case. But don't be afraid to, I guess, wait a little longer if you want to try and not stretch your stop loss quite as far. GNS back at 56 cents here. We could be looking at 54 for that entry like we were saying. Still waiting to see it hold here. It doesn't look like it's going to, though. I think that's kind of be a problem for me. Yeah, I don't know if that's holding or not. I don't like it. MGOL here is looking pretty good. It looks like it had halted earlier, so that ran up from about 526 to 630 here. Still looking pretty good. We could try to run this off momentum, so MGOL. Yeah, I don't really know what spot, though. I mean, we'd be looking maybe 615, 620. I'm going to go for like $7. Let's see if we can hold that momentum that long and a $6 stop. So we're only going to give it 20 cents. If you got in about 620, it's going to be $6. If you got in higher, move your stop up a little bit. Doing good so far up here at 650. I got in a little high, so I'm going to take a little bit of profit. Taking a little profit. MGOL 650-ish. Okay, BTCM crosses our threshold there at 380. We moved up to 384. So like we said, anywhere here, take some profit. And that leaves us for our next price target up there at 395. Say 385-ish. GNS down pretty big here, so it's a good thing we didn't trust that retest there. DCFC is at that $2 mark, so you could be getting in here, waiting a little bit longer. It looks like we dropped down to 198 at the bottom. That's DCFC. CLXT did not stop us out, moving back up. We're at 43 cents. Maybe if we have a good chance here, this moves back up. GNS, nasty drop, but we are getting close to this bottom area of support. So if we hit that, might be worth taking a chance if we see it bounce. So we'll give that a minute, figure that itself out. MGOL made a spike there up to 670. Maybe you got a little extra cash out. It looks like it's dropping back down very, very close to our stop right here. So maybe you squeaked out a little bit more. To me, this is looking too close to a stop out here, so I wouldn't be expecting more out of it. Wow, GNS with that spike though. 51 cents all the way up to 56, 57. Holy moly. Quite a bit of momentum there. DCFC breaking down here to $1.95. I'm going to be using that as my entry, or around $1.95. That makes up that deficit on that stop loss that we were worried about. CLXT's back to 46 cents here. That's where we took profits last time. So we're looking for a new high here. Probably 48 cents right at that resistance would be great. Syed, nice, huge candle there going from 118 to 143. That is massive. Back down just as bad. So I want to jump in on this volatility here on CYAD. We're going to be looking for about a 125 entry. We're going to be going for about 140 and just a 120 stop. We can't afford more than a 5-cent stop on this. Looks like we're back up already, so hopefully you jumped in on that while it was low. I jumped it a little bit high here, so I'm gonna take some profit right away since we're up. Taking some profit, jumped in a bit high. Syed, dollar, where are we at here? $1.40-ish. Yeah, did not expect to, wasn't like a bad fill or anything, I just wasn't quick enough. Which isn't like the worst thing in the world, I guess. We're doing okay on it. On DCFC, 191. BTC, I'm still struggling here. I'm sure it'll continue its move. Saw that back down to 129 on Syed here. It's moving back up all the way to 141, 142. So that's where we're going to be looking to take that profit. We might even see a push past here. Yep, there's 153, taking some more. More profit. Syed, 153. Huge, huge money. Might even push past that with this kind of volatility and volume. Kind of hoping anyway. That would be pretty nice. Seeing a little bit of an uptick here on BTCM. We're back down on DCFC. We did touch 201 there. I mean, you could have taken some at 201 if you really want to from $1.95, but I didn't. Could be not a great thing. Did push higher there on Syed, making that 157. 390 here on BTCM, making that push up a little bit higher. Maybe we hit 395 and take some more. CLXT back down after hitting that high there at 46 cents again. So we've got some resistance there, 46 cents. DCFC making its push higher a little bit here. We got GNS back down. If we start hitting that 50, bottom of 52, maybe hit 51, this could be a good spot for an entry. We're seeing some volatility in this space, and I think that there's a good chance it pops back up like it did before. We just got to watch that spread. Try GNS again here at 0.51, somewhere on the 0.51 scale. We'll go 0.5, I don't know, 8, and then a 0.49 stop. 0.49 is going to bring it down here for a stop. You could have it up a little bit higher if you want. Side here pushing to 160. We saw a nice push there to 173. Again, you know what? Like from where we got in, we're up like 40% on this. So taking some more profit, Syed around 170. I'd like to look for a re-entry here, but the problem is there's not really any levels to go off of, because we definitely don't want to see it back down here at the 128 level now. I mean, if we did, it would probably be pretty bearish. So MGOL starting to take off again. Did stop us out though on the remainder there. That dip was pretty good down to 560. I don't know. I don't trust the volatility on this one just yet. DCFC's crushing you. Yeah. Didn't get a win on DCFC. Side's back up, hitting 180 here. So that was a 191 stop. DCFC. Yeah, we have 180 there on Syed. You could take a little bit more there if you want. GNS, nice push up. So we actually did see a spike down to 50 cents there. So if you were patient, maybe you got 50 cents. We're up to 53 right now. We should take some profit. GNS, 0.54. I mean, almost 55 at this point, but I'll take 54 any day of the week. DCFC is, yeah, I don't know if I trust it. It's on its last leg here, so we'll see. If it can hold this level, we might still be in play for the rest of the day. But if it starts breaking down, it's got a big gap to fill. CLXT stopped us out finally. We got some decent cash out of it, though. GNS is still doing okay. Up to 54. I think it's actually... Is that halted? There's no way that's halted. No. Okay. It's just absolutely no volume there for a minute. Not weird at all. Saya taking a little bit of a dip. Price action can't really make up its mind here. BTCM crushes all price targets. We're up at 430. Take some profits. BTCM 430. Another stock that just crushed it for us. I still have a little bit left. I don't know if you want to be holding on past that point. This is probably breaking really close to a new high at least. Yeah, we just very, very close to a new high. So if we get rejected here, it'll likely come back down quite a bit. But we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Side back to that 170, breaks a new high there, 184. So like I said, 180 is a good place to take some profits. That's twice you found a chance if you wanted to. BTCM still holding on pretty nicely here. $435, not bad. That's probably pushing new high there. Yeah, that pushed a new high. That's pretty bullish. AIM's not doing a whole lot. MGOL's not really doing much. I'm not sure if I trust MGOL anywhere in this area. I feel like we got a gap to fill back down here to at least 550. So I don't really want to jump in on this quite yet. Although we do, there's significant upside on the stock. So that does kind of worry me we could miss that. So far, DCFC's holding on this final support area. I mean, again, we waited for the bounce last time. It happened, it came up, it came down, and broke further. So we'll likely see this do the same thing if it's going to just break down for the day. But I don't want to be stuck in a trade when that happens. So we'll wait for extra confirmation this time on that. Syad here is still doing okay. I mean, pretty wicky here at the top. So, I mean, the chances of us pushing higher right this second are probably not great unless we see a lot of buyers step up out of nowhere, which, I mean, happened before, right? So, could do it again. BTCM still wants to push. Pretty bullish 1 minute last time. This one's not quite as bullish. Got a reversal right there, so this one should start heading down. Syed still making that push. Here we go. 180 again. A lot of resistance to that 180 mark. Remember, this is the stock we said had like crazy, oh no, crazy upside potential. Yeah, that's that upside potential right there. We got lots of room we could climb on this one. Yeah, all the way back up to like $3. So there's good potential here. We're up at 190. Could take a little bit more here if you want. DCFC's bouncing as expected. GNS still holding. We're still doing okay on that. We're at 54 right now. We did see a high there of 55.5. BTCM reversal candle. We saw the drop. We're probably going to hit some area of support. We can actually get rid of these green lines now. So, I mean, area of support, you might be running into support there at 392 if it breaks through VWAP. It's a big if. 210 here, going to take some profits. Taking some profits. Syad 210. I was waiting for a bigger gap up this time because I'm afraid of running out of shares here. And there's really not an optimal point to be jumping back in on something like this once it's run up so high. So, but you know what? We're doing pretty well. We took it from like 128 to 210. So, I think, I mean, maybe 125 if you got really lucky on that entry. But 128 is not bad. BTCM heading back up. Yeah, you know what? Even though we saw that drop, that was still closed pretty bullish. So, could see a little bit more of a push. 5 minutes looking pretty bearish though. We need to see another push on GNS. It looks like we should get it. Syed halted, yeah. It's funny though, right? Because it actually pushed to 210, didn't halt, came back down, then moved up exactly back to 210 and halted. I wonder what would have happened if it didn't come back up to 210 that time quite as quick. I wonder if it would have still halted. BTCM's down now. Went from 435 back down to 416. So as we were saying, you know, on the 5 minute, that's looking pretty bearish. Still looking very, very bearish on the 5 minute. So we're likely to see a pullback. I mean, on this, yeah, 392 for support. I think we actually said that over here. Yeah, 392 on the 1 minute as well. So that'll probably be the pullback point if we break VWAP. GNS still looking okay. DCFC is holding here, but you know what? Still not really inspiring confidence it's going to go back up. So we'll just continue to be spectators on this one. AIM's not doing anything. We can get rid of AIM. BTCM still have a little bit in there, so we'll keep it open. There's ISPO going from $1.46 to a high here, $1.90. So it's got a decent range. The price action's a little bit hard to read. The spread is absolutely terrible right now, so I don't want to play that one. DGHI. Yep, don't like that. ALGS. $1.77 to $2.12. Not bad. 188 to 210. Yeah, price action's still a little bit iffy on this one. TCAT. Oh man, TCAT. TCAT's a really great example of why you don't hold things long term from these penny stocks, because this used to be at $40. 90 92 cents all the way up to $1.12. So it's got a little bit of range. The price action on this one's not great either, and volume's looking like it's all over the place. So I mean, if we can avoid it, probably will. ASXC. No. GP, also no. CDTX, also no. BBIG. I think BBIG always runs with TCAT for whatever reason. BTCM dropped down to 402. Not quite where we expect, but that could have been a VWAP bounce right there, so we'll have to kind of watch for now. DCFC showed some promise here, hitting that $2 mark, but as you can imagine, we've seen this before and fell for it and then got stopped out, so might be good to wait for some extra confirmation that we're actually on our way up. BTCM starting to move back up again, and we have BBIG here. Price action is not like terrible. That first candle from 65 cents to 72 was okay. I mean, the range here is not too bad, I guess. It does look like it's going to be heading back down though. BTCM looking like it might be pushing back a little bit here. Syad halted, so that halted at 650. We're 654, should be unhalting here in a minute. We can just watch it, see where it ends up here. I don't think we have many other pressing matters at this moment other than BTCM, which is honestly not really doing a whole lot right this second, and GNS also not really doing a whole lot. $6.55, so it should unhalt anytime now if it's going to be a 5-minute halt. Actually, probably closer to 30 seconds into the 5-minute. All right, we're open. Open lower. Interesting. We're going to see that push maybe up to 221 resistance. No, not quite. I don't think this is going to close bearish though. It might. It's only got 10 seconds left on this candle. Oh, there we go. There's that bullish push, 232. We could look at taking some more profit here if we want to. Say 245-ish. Okay, we're closed out of shares now, so I mean, either we look for a re-entry or we just say it's too hot to touch and we stop trying to trade it. Either one's good. Still got a little bit left, but yeah, I can't actually say where I'd be wanting to get in with more shares here. Me, I'm on IBKR. I'm not sure on the level here. I mean, we have a level down here at $1.80, but I feel like that's quite the drop. And it sucks for you today. Are you using a real account or are you on a paper account right now? Real? Okay. Is it like your fills suck? Connectivity. Oh, interesting. I wonder why that would be. We did actually see a dip down to 205. That wouldn't have been a terrible place to load up, but it doesn't really, there's not really a whole lot on that 205 level to show that we should bounce there. Yeah, that's weird. That's connectivity problems. I had that with Trade Zero the other day too. It just refused to connect for the longest time. I get that occasionally too with IBKR. If I always open it up early in the morning because sometimes it just does not want to log in or anything. We're up at 250 here on Syad. I mean, you could take more here if you want to. Trade Zero I had problems with once. IBKR I have problems with probably I'd say at least once or twice a month connecting to the actual brokerage is just a real pain in the ass, and you have to like call them, or like that authentication process with SMS. Sometimes they actually just don't send you the text like over and over, and it's like broken, and you have to do it over the phone. I don't really have any problems once I'm connected with the connectivity or anything though. Are you hardwired in or are you on wireless? Logged in on another session? Okay, so if you're getting something that's saying you're logged in on another session, usually what I do is I log into the online portal and then make sure I click log out, and that usually fixes it. Don't know why it does that. You should be logged out if you're using your, TWS platform. Yeah. But that's usually fixed it if it's telling me I'm logged in on another instance. It usually has something to do with that for whatever reason. So I just make sure that it's logged out, even though it makes you literally log in to go onto it. But yeah, that's how I fix that when that happens. So we saw that push up to 250. It's coming back down a little bit now. BTCM's making another push here. We're up at that 434 area where we saw it before. We saw high there, 437. Side back down to 220. MGOL's giving it all up. GNS also really getting close to stopping us out. We've hit this bottom here a couple times. 50 cents. It looks like it might go for another push. Hopefully. I mean, we still did okay on it. I think we could have done better. DCFC. Yeah, honestly, I really don't like this flat price action. CLXT's not really doing a whole lot either. BBIG's making its push here. I don't really like this is another ticker I try to stay away from because I feel like it's hard to play. Now this is just why, right? We see a nice climb and then you'd expect a dip and it doesn't really give it to you and then it just rips again. Where would I re-enter Syad? Yeah, see, that's where I'm having problems. I don't even know where I would re-enter Syad. That's why I've been kind of reluctant to give up my last few shares here. Like I'm looking at, and I could see a re-entry around like 204, maybe 203, but I would say that with the kind of volatility the stock has, the difference between like $2 and $1.80 is just one candle, right? And you can't have that kind of stop loss on this. If you're getting it at $2, your stop loss is probably going to be like maybe $1.92. So, I mean, realistically, I'd be waiting for this 180 support. If we got that and it looked bullish, I might jump back in. That's probably it, though. I'm too chicken to play with a stock this volatile and that's this cheap on some, like, maybe entry. And you got to be pretty precise because, again, these candles are going to be huge, right? So you got to pick a spot where it looks like it's slowing down. Tough. This one's going to be tough to get back into. I mean, we took a chance when we first jumped in down here, right? Because that was pretty volatile. So, I mean, I think we just lucked out that we didn't get stopped out on that. And then this just, ran quite a bit. With this building support up here, but again, like I don't really trust this at this 210 mark. I think that it could easily drop. It has been following this 9 EMA very nicely, though, so that's something you could try it, a 9 EMA bounce. I could see it working. It's just one of those stocks where you can't really be disappointed if you get stopped out, though, right? It's bound to happen at some point. BTCM looking like it's consolidating, hopefully for another move. We did break that high, so hopefully we can sustain that and start pushing higher. Yeah, Syad could be a 9 EMA bounce. That would be the fastest entry you could be looking for. CLXT's really not doing anything anymore either. THRX. No, don't even like the price point on that. I can't remember if we looked at ISPO, so we'll do it again. Yeah, we did. I remember that chart. I think we've seen the rest of these. NCTY. Yeah, no, I don't like that either. Well, there's HEPA. Nope. STIG maybe. Absolutely not. RMTI. No. BTB. Also no. Neon. QNCX. Nope. Okay. I think we're actually just good with what we got then. We've got all the winners. There's that DCFC drop that we were expecting from last time. GNS making another dip down to the same level, pushes back above. Syad made that move up to 240, back down to 210. Ooh. This could be the entry here, but I don't trust it. Yeah, this one's going to be a problem. We'll see if MGold can maybe make it past this 530 area. If we make it past 530 and it holds, this could be a recovery. We could play it as such, but I mean, until then, it still could be a dead cat bounce. BTCM drops off the face of the earth here, all the way down to 370, 377. What was our original entry on BTCM? 365. I mean, like, it did hit an area of support, so could be looking to load up here. Again, I'm playing kind of chicken right now. Not really there yet, I don't think. I should be there though. That looks like a good drop. Let's see how this candle starts to look. That one closed pretty bullish, so. Yeah, you know what? Like a 375 entry on this could be a really good play. BTCM 375-ish. Gonna go for 4. We all obviously know 430 is doable, and we'll go for like a 3. 365, give it 10 cents. Where does 365 put us? That puts us like really close. 360 is 15 cents. We'll do that. 360 is fine. Can't help it. The stock looked really good. It looked like it wanted to take off. I still think it could, so I'm quite okay with jumping in on this and, you know, hoping for the best here. GNS making its way back up again. Saya did drop further, so I mean we're down to this $2 area, getting very close to it. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see on VWAP. If it holds on VWAP, that could be a potential move that we want to be a part of. If it you know, stops a little bit lower than that, I mean we might be looking at 381 entry. Just building some good support here. It looks very bullish, so I'm happy to get an entry anywhere around here. We're up at 390. I got in a little high again, which is obviously fine. I got 381. So, you know, I wouldn't say substantially higher, but quite a bit higher. 392, about 10 cents up. I'll take a little bit here. Taking a tiny bit profit on BTC. Oh no, what did I do? I don't know, I hit a button on my thing and it literally, okay, didn't close everything down. Oh no, not my scanners. I don't know what the hell this is doing. That's annoying. Okay, I think we're almost back to normal. Good enough. Okay. Anyways, BTCM was looking good. BTCM 390-ish, we'll say. Oh yeah, that's what we're missing now. I'm missing my... There we go. Ledger. Technical malfunction there, to say the least. BBBY. All right, let's take a look. Yep, that one's running pretty good as well today. Whoops. 335 to $4. That's a pretty decent range. Oh man, I hate this stock with every fiber of my being. I hate the meme stocks, but we've made money on this before. This one's a little high. I think this we do have some old resistance lines here, right, from previous days. We did see a nice dip, so I don't know. We'll see if it breaks through. I have a feeling it's going to reject off it, though. Meme is marketing? Yeah. I feel that. We saw a high there of 392. Syad dipping down to VWAP here, so we're going to see if this is where we see that pushback. We've seen a lot of that volatility die down, which could, be an indication not to jump in on it. BTCM is making that push. If we get to $4, we'll take a little bit more out. When we play stuff like this and it's a sharp knife down, we usually take profits, in like smaller increments than we normally would on the way back up until we're safe, right? Just because you're not really supposed to be catching knives. Well, so far, Syad's been bouncing off that $1.92 area. Let's see if BBBY can break 413 here. Anytime now, Syad, you can... Looks pretty bullish, actually. It looks like it's starting to move back up. We could... I'll try another Syad trade. 205, go for 240, and then like a $1.96 stop. Oh man, that's tough. Let's just give it a $2 stop. Just because, you know what? I mean, even at $1.95, it's really not looking like it's going to make a huge difference. So we're kind of hoping this is the start of a run, right? Up at 209. All it takes is one little drop, so that's why I don't want to risk a whole lot here. BTCM inching towards that $4 mark. A little bit of a gap down there. That's not good to see. What a day in a good way. Oh, you broke your rules. Uh-oh. He's still into green. That's a roller coaster. Yeah, it's one of those things where, it's good, it's bad. It's good that you're green. It's bad that you broke your rules, but at least you're green, I guess, right? But you'd be extra upset if you broke your rules and you ended up more red, so I guess that's the part that feels bad. Kind of bouncing around here. We're back at 209. We're going to take a little bit of profit. Say 210-ish. There you go. 210's right there. 215. All right. That was a nice little spike there. I'll take it. What rules did you break by chance? Anything like super important? Should you have did you hit your 3 strikes rule or something? Insider trading? Well, I would hope you ended green if you were doing insider trading. Yeah, MGOL here is just kind of giving it all back. So this is the dead cat bounce, right? We said this had to break that 530 and hold, and it did not. It hit 528, got very close. This is why we weren't waiting for a preemptive entry here, and we were waiting to see some sort of, assurance. BTCM's back down after hitting just under $4. Syad's running pretty good here, so we're seeing this at 224. Taking more profit. Syad 225-ish. 230 it is. This ended up being good. If I wasn't being so chicken, we could have had a better entry if I wasn't waiting for confirmation, but it worked out. You doubled down. You set the number to hotkey. Got it. Ooh, that's a dangerous game to be playing. Doubling down on everything. That's good. That's good. That's one of the reasons I end up failing evals for futures is I'll start doubling. I'll get close to profit or like to finishing the eval and be like, it's just like one big trade away from being successful, and I'll be like, let's just like 10 contracts deep. Let's just go 10 contracts deep for a minute, and then I end up red and I'm like, crap. Well, now I got to make that back. So then you start doubling down on all the trades. Yeah. It's funny how the skills that I've learned in day trading don't all transfer over to futures, even though it should be the exact same thing. It just doesn't transfer over in your brain, I guess. Definitely, yeah, I could imagine it felt like a roller coaster. Although I gotta say, most of the time, that's not going to work. Doubling down on every trade is going to end up worse, not better, but I'm glad it worked out good. That's probably to do with the psyche of it, right? Doubling down is double the pressure. Maybe you perform well under pressure. Who knows? BTCM's kind of not really doing anything. BBBY got rejected off 407 there. Just hold through it. Yeah, double down and then hold through your stop loss. Just break all the rules. Really, anti-tracking software. Their stuff is so janky sometimes it annoys me. For such a good brokerage, they just suck. It's amazing that they're still in business, but at the same time, they do some things really, really well. Like, I've never run into any sort of problem like that on really any other brokerage that I can think of. Syed here still holding 220. BBBY trying to maybe go for another push here and break 407. Not yet. We need to break through that 194 area. If we don't break 194, I don't even care what the stock does, because it's just gonna keep dumping. If we break and hold $1.94, actually, yeah, $1.94. I was thinking because of here, but also because of the 200. So you got a lot of resistance in this area. Yeah, 200 EMA. Did I not say 200 EMA? I may not have. I'm not sure. Syed here making another push, it looks like. Still a lot of wicks on top here. Not really what we want to see. It says slow. Oh, got it. BTCM's not doing anything. BBBY does not look like it's going to break that 407 area. GNS finally pushing up a little bit here. We're back to 54 cents. So we're looking for like 56 cents of the next PT, but I mean, if you want 55 cents, you could do that as well. Come on, Syed. We took it at that 230 area, so I'm hoping our next push brings us up to 240. I'm not really convinced BTCM's going to go any further. Really, or Syed. I think Syed's probably... You know what? The 5 minutes not as bad as I thought. The last 5 minute candle was pretty bad, but this one's looking a little bullish. It's filling the gap. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what this is capable of. What am I like? Where was my entry? 205. BTCM's really not moving at all. We've got like no volume. It's all tapering off. So if you didn't get that second PT there, maybe start looking, either just get comfortable holding this or start looking to sell off your shares. Oh, we broke it. We're actually might be breaking through resistance here. BBBY is going for it. We'll see if it gets a rejection here. Yep, so far not looking too hot, but you never know. It's gonna meme stock away on us. There it goes, yep. Blows right past the next resistance. Gonna break the third one here. Gee, 428. Nope, not yet. I still believe in it. I still think it could do it. I don't want to play this, but I like watching it. No, the volume's too low. We're seeing a big drop off on volume here. No price action. It's pretty flat. I'm not saying this isn't going to go up. I'm just saying I've got like 10 minutes of trading left, and I don't think I'm going to get, back up to 430 in 10 minutes. But anything could happen. We saw this go from like low volume last time to crazy amounts of volume, right? We're going, what were these candles, like 20K candle, and then we suddenly hit like 320K. You see 520 on BBBY. I've got a resistance at 519 on it. This be easier on the 5-minute scale, to be honest. Yeah, I could see 519, 520. Got quite the run. I think you're going to be waiting probably close to afternoon to get that, but I think it's definitely attainable. That volume just can't die off. It is holding above that 428 level resistance, which is good. In at 390, that's not bad. It's a pretty good entry. Syed still bouncing around here down to a low of 211. BTCM, look at that, I was wrong. Just out of nowhere, got some more volume, $4, 404. There's that second PT. Third PT would be about 420. Although I'd be surprised if we got through VWAP here. Syed's still looking okay. Yeah, I still don't trust BBBY. I just simply because of the news they put out and the run they're having, it's not what you'd think it would be doing. M Gold, BTCM here, Syed, meh. GNS, we're still in it. Still, sitting around our last PT. DCFC never broke that 20 or 200 EMA at $1.94. Although this is looking sort of bullish. Back up to 430 on BBBY. Did I ever say taking more profits? Oh no, I didn't. On BTCM. Say $4-ish. All right, BTCM, let's hit that 420 mark. BBBY is not really doing much. We haven't had much else in the halt section either. We're kind of, sitting around doing our thing, but nothing is really happening. I think Syed was our best trade today, going from 128 to like 240. That's pretty close to 100% right there. This one's not going too bad either. What do we get? 205 to 230 so far? We might get even more than that, but we'll see. BTCM, it's holding on VWAP, which is definitely showing some strength. This could potentially just bust out and hit 420 pretty quickly here. We just need some buyers. Got lots of sellers stepping up now, trying to take profits of VWAP, which is, you know, pretty realistic, but just need a couple buyers to step in with some big orders and we'll be fine. GNS kind of struggling here. DCFC is not really doing much. Syad, you know, doing its thing, sitting around that 220 area. Things get boring around this time of day. Or this time of morning. Come on, BBBY, make that push, break 448. .448's not even a strong resistance. You're probably gonna run into some more around that 460 area, I'd say. Alright, side, time for you to explode. Hit that 240 zone. Anytime now. Yeah, we don't even have a trade tracker to go over because this whole thing's just busted. Also is not active. We'll have to figure out a way to fix that. We're well over 100% today, I can tell you that though. $223, yeah, I've still haven't broken that 230 zone. No, well, let's see, 205 to 230. Let's see. I don't know, we must be pretty close to 100% just on Syed. So this trade on Syed, we're up 12%, and then what was our last trade on Syed there? Last trade on Syed, we did 87.5%. So 87.5. We're real close to 100%. Real close. You switch to paper? That's probably a good idea. I do that too. If I find I'm breaking my rules when I'm trading futures or anything, I just switch to paper. At least then you get the thrill of it without the cost. So we saw a nice spike up to 418 there on BTCM. Maybe you took advantage of that. Trying to take profits. BTCM 420-ish. This BTCM trade went okay. The one before it was better, though. The one before it was, what was that? 365 to 422. That should be a pretty decent trade. Let's take a look at that one. About 15%. So yeah, I would say just even with the two Syed trades in BTCM, we're above 100% by quite a bit. So I would say we're probably close to 140, 150% for the day. Syed's not looking too great. BTCM, you know what? I thought it was going to be dead here. It did pick up. We saw no volume and it started to at least double in volume. It's still not exactly where I'd like to see it, but I think it's doing its job. We did see BBBY bounce right off that 448 resistance. I would agree that this looks like it's got potential to make its way to $5. Depends how this 5-minute candle closes. I mean, the last one was very bullish. This one's looking more like a reversal, so you're probably going to hit a pullback on this. But yeah, it is what it is. Syed's heading down. I'd be focusing my attention on Syed still, maybe GNS if you're looking for those quick scalps. BTCM still looks like it's got potential, and BBBY if you're crazy enough to play it, looks like you could probably make some money off that as well. I don't really see much else that's worth really trading right now, so maybe new things will pop up midday or something, but as it stands, that's pretty much where it is. MGOL, I wouldn't play that, and DCFC, I mean, there's a chance, but you're kind of getting in a danger zone, right? If you start breaking down lower than that 178 area, you got a big gap to fill down, so that's something you got to kind of keep an eye on. Other than that, guys, I think I'm going to let you go. So have a good rest of your trading day, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.